too, like a Lebanese meat pie, a Syrian meat pie. For some of the finest Middle Eastern food in Metro New Orleans, including lamb chops and shish kebab. Outdoor dining before it gets hot. Lebanon's Cafe, Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn. They're open till 9:30 tonight. The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations, New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
Outdoor dining, Middle Eastern cuisine, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe, some of the city's finest lamb chops and shish kebab, Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn, Lebanon's Cafe.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love. More. When you do something, you have to do it right. It's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again, ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters' 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
Does Helm Paint have the best paint on the planet? Helm, yeah. We only sell Benjamin Moore, the world's finest paint. Because paint ain't paint. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
The official afternoon talk show of the city of New Orleans. It's Corey Johnson on the Neutral Ground.
You can say anything you please about me, but don't say anything bad about Blue Boy.
Down, Blue Boy. Good buddy. It's easy to rip things, be negative, cynical, jaded, and make generalizations too. Like the media is terrible. Got to give the Times-Picayune credit. They aggressively, the Prevost name, that somebody there, they've got a bunch of people working, a bunch of people's brains are going. Prevost, New Orleans, any connection? And there is a connection. Pope Leo's mother's parents, the Pope's grandmother and grandfather on his mother's side are from New Orleans and the 7th Ward. Pope Leo's mother's parents are from New Orleans and the 7th Ward, both of them, mom and dad. The Pope's grandmother and grandfather on his mother's side from New Orleans, 7th Ward. We've got a connection to the Pope, the leader of 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide. The new Pope's from the United States, from Chicago. Pope Leo from Chicago. How are you? And the Pope's grandparents on his mother's side from New Orleans and the 7th Ward. Can I get a yeah, you right from you? Pretty amazing. Pretty cool. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. I've got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates to give away. Mother's Day this Sunday. Don't blow it, guys. Get her a Woodhouse Day Spa gift card, a day of relaxation. Better yet, go to one of the 5 locations and get a little bag of goodies from that lobby foyer area at each and every Woodhouse. Get her a bag full of candles and bath salts and moisturizers and stuff like that. Stuff she'll love. WoodhouseSpas.com if you can't make it to one of the 5 locations. Print your own gift cards online, WoodhouseSpas.com. I've got 3 $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates to give away. 3 different trivia questions. 4 foreign flags, or not foreign, 4 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans. 4 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans proper. Name those 4 countries. You got the answer? I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 Woodhouse locations. On New Orleans North Shore, Mandeville, Covington, Cheyenne country. 6 countries' flags. 6 countries' flags have flown over the North Shore. Name those 6 countries. Hey, by the way, no cheating, no intranet device. You either know the answer or you don't. So if you are cheating, I'm going to quiz you and go, how do you know this? You better come up with a creative lie, or I'll be like, that sounds fishy. I think you went on Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo or Yahoo. No search engines. You either know the answer or you don't. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams. Which baseball team in America is 29th as far as average attendance? And that would be for home games. Average attendance at home. Which I shouldn't say Major League, because it might be, may not be. There are 30 Major League teams. This baseball team is 29th in average home attendance. Name that team. You got the answer? I got 50 big bucks for you. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday. Nice day, but warm, getting hot. Rain forecasted for the next 3 days, but I doubt we're going to get rain for the next 3 days, and we're not going to get it all day for the next 3 days. So we'll see. Our Humane May fundraiser going on right now. Please donate, humanela.org. Let's save some animals. We're trying to raise $10,000 in the month of May. We need your help. Donate right now. Get it over with. 10, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. humanela.org. I mentioned Mother's Day this Sunday, and I mentioned an American Pope, a new pontiff. First time in history, a Pope from the United States, and Pope Leo's grandparents on his mother's side are 7th Warders from New Orleans. Amazing. The Pope's got New Orleans connections. His mom does, at least. The sacred homestead exemption. I don't think it should exist, but it's going nowhere. As a matter of fact, it's going to get enhanced. I'll pay less taxes. I'm a homeowner. Any homeowner out there, you'll pay less taxes. I'd like to eliminate it. I think it came about decades ago when some politician was like, I'm going to propose this to get reelected, and then actually got it passed. And it's part of the Constitution of the state of Louisiana. You subtract $75,000 off the taxable value of your home and pay only that amount in taxes. It's like decreasing the value of your home by $75,000. House Bill 271 will raise the homestead exemption from $75,000 to $125,000. I say the exact opposite. Eliminate the thing. It sucks. I don't want to pay more taxes on my house, but if you can afford a house, you can afford to pay the tax percentage on that house, most likely. I want a 911. I want a Porsche. Seriously. I want a 911 since I was a kid. I'm a full-blown adult now. You want to know why I don't have a 911? Because I can't afford the tires, the oil changes, the maintenance, all that. Now, I guess I could, and then I could just sacrifice a bunch of other crap. Corey, what do you have for dinner tonight? Ramen noodles and, some toast. So, it's give or take. And that'd be taking. I can't afford a Porsche, a 911. So, no, if there's a lot of things that are involved in owning a car. Insurance, taxes, all kind of stuff. Money down. It's not like a free ride. They just hand you the keys. Monthly payments. If you can afford it, and that's what the taxes are. Here's the deal. You eliminate the homestead exemption. We pay the proper amount. Two things, actually. I mean, this is so unpopular with everybody. Every homeowner. You're going to find very few in agreement with me on this, on both points. One, the homestead exemption's a joke. Two, our assessed value of our homes, what we're paying taxes on, is too low. Generally speaking, too low. So the homes need to be assessed right, proper, actual, real value, and there shouldn't be a homestead exemption. Then we'd eliminate the income tax. There'd be no income tax in the state of Louisiana. Now, I think in Florida, it's like 1% of your house value, I think you pay in taxes a year. In Texas, it's like 1.5%. 1.5% in taxes. You have $1 million home in Texas. You're paying $15,000 in taxes every year. Got a $100,000 home in Texas. You're paying $1,500 every year in taxes. It's 1.5% of the home's value. And in Florida, I think it's like 0.9 or 1%. In Louisiana, we have income tax and we have a homestead exemption. Corey Johnson with you, 766-9480. I got a few $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates to give away, 766-9480. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams. Which baseball team in America is 29th in average home attendance? 766-9480. Give me the answer to that. I've got 50 big bucks for you. Good at the Woodhouse. Do you think there are 30 Major League Baseball teams and I'm trying to get you to tell me which one's 29th in attendance? It'd be that kind of a warped question. Or there's a little trick. There's something tricky about the question. The 29th average home attendance in baseball in America belongs to which team? 766-9480. There were 4 countries' flags flown over New Orleans proper. Name those countries. 766-9480. 6 countries' flags flew over the north shore of New Orleans. Mandeville, Covington, St. Tammany Parish. 766-9480. St. Tammany Parish and beyond, hint, hint, 766-9480 is how you dial us up. AudubonGutters.com is how you get Audubon Gutters. Drew and his crew will take care of you like they took care of me back in October. New gutters, downspouts, everything, including the leaf guard system on my gutters. I'll never have to pay someone to get on a ladder and clean my gutters ever again. The Gulf South's largest, most experienced gutter installation company. Gutters, that's all they do. If you own a home or business in Metro New Orleans, they've been at it nearly 35 years. There's only one place to go when it comes to gutters. AudubonGutters.com. AudubonGutters.com. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday. Yeah, you right. Hot out there. Hope that AC's working right. We're about to enter. We're pretty much entering the summer season. Next week, middle of the week, high temperatures in the 90s, like on the temperature gauge. So it could be, feels like 97, 98, 100 maybe next week. Because right now it's like 85, feels like 92 right now. It's kind of a pseudo scorcher out there in New Orleans. Stay hydrated. Lots of agua. Stay hydrated, New Orleans. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Yeah, you right. Thanks for joining us every weekday afternoon on the radio, on television, on YouTube. Corey Johnson with you. On the neutral ground, you can join us, 766-9480. 766-9480. Holla!
Some people think paint is paint. Well, it ain't. Paint ain't paint. At Helm Paint, we only sell Benjamin Moore because it's the best paint on the planet. In the end, you'll save time, effort, and money because Benjamin Moore paints cover beautifully in less coats. So the next time you pick up a brush, remember, big box, big mistake. Because paint ain't paint. To get the best, you gotta go to Helm. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof, now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anywhere. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
When USA Today ranked the 10 best must-visit New Orleans restaurants for travelers, Mid-City's own Katie's made the list. USA Today says Scott Craig is chef-owner at Katie's, a much-loved Creole-Italian eatery that draws armies of regulars for lunch, brunch, and dinner. A neighborhood spot where locals congregate and New Orleans-style hospitality rules. Indeed it does. Katie's in Mid-City.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com. Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Not a politician or part of a political machine. Corey Johnson.
I propose that I use what's left of the town treasury to move to a more prosperous town and run for mayor.
In Metro New Orleans on 93.9 FM and 107.9 FM.
A new pope. He's from Chicago. Pope Leo from Chicago, the United States. First American pope. The pope's mom's parents, seventh warders from New Orleans. The pope's grandmother and grandfather on his mother's side are from New Orleans and the 7th Ward. How cool is that? Let's head to the phone line, 766-9480. Where are we heading, Miss Peaches? What's that? Hey, Dean joins us in New Orleans. What you say, Dean?
How you doing, Corey?
Doing well, man. Yourself?
Doing well, thank you.
Had a Sheila call yesterday, old school name. Dean's kind of an old school name. Not too many Deans today, huh?
No, the middle name's Martin. How you like that?
Wow. That's an easy. your mom and dad liked him, huh?
Apparently so.
Yep. Wow. What's happening, Dean? What's on your mind?
I was just going to try to answer the Charlotte Knights is the question for the 29th leading drawer in America.
The Charlotte Knights?
Yes, sir.
Really? You might have stumped me. Did you Google this or you just know this?
No, my brother, he umpires like college games, and he's in Pittsburgh now. And he's mentioned a few times he's been to the games in Charlotte, and he says he swears they outdraw the Pirates. So I just was out on a limb.
No, I think that's a pretty good answer. Let me see if you're right. I can't find average attendance. Just have total number. Let's see. Wow. Let's see. This International League team. It doesn't tell me the number of games, though. I'm going to have to check. Let's see. Oh, average. What did you say? The Charlotte Knights?
Yes, sir.
Nope. Nope.
All right, gave it a shot.
No, that'd be incorrect. But I love the thinking, Dean, and I like you got it from your buddy from Charlotte. So hang on. I'm going to tighten you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. Dean Martin in New Orleans. Don't go anywhere. Miss Peaches is going to get some info from you. Now, that was a good guess. And I'm just flying by the seat of my pants right now, but I think that's incorrect from what I just looked up on the intranet device. Hey, it's Thursday afternoon, closing in on 5 o'clock. Let's toss a bone to this guy because he deserves it. And boy, our Humane May fundraiser is going on right now, where we're trying to raise $10,000 for cats and dogs, kittens and puppies, horses, goats, all kind of animals. We're trying to raise $10,000 for the Humane Society of Louisiana. This guy has been at the controls for 35 years, saving thousands of animals over the last few decades. Jeff Dorson joins us again on the program. What's happening, Jeff?
Hey, man. Good to hear from you. Thanks for the intro. Thanks for coming up with Humane May. It has been a great lifesaver for us because things start to slow down in the spring and summer. People just typically don't give as much. They forget about charitable organizations, but your Humane May, I think we've reached the target virtually every year. Is that?
Yeah, I think about. I know the last few years we've done 12 plus, but I think 3 years ago or 4 years ago when the pandemic was going on, we were like at 8,300, I think, or 8,600. But we've made up for it.
That's pretty impressive. So let's start again, and it starts with $5 and $10, $15. That's really how it is. Nobody has to give a whole lot, but if anybody could just give a little, man, it's just somehow compounds and increases. So go to our website, please, and you'll see Corey's handsome face with, who are you with, Big Boy or
Blue Boy? Blue Boy's laying with Blue Boy on the sofa, and you put Sparky in there in the corner too, my cat. So yeah, humanela.org. Click on that quickly. Don't stay there too long, and then donate.
That's funny. That's all. Yeah, 10, 15, 20. Congratulations. I don't say this very often to our Louisiana lawmakers. They're thinking progressively about how to help our environment, which I've been going to the state capitol a long time. And for some reason, environment and elected officials, they aren't necessarily compatible. But this time, they saw fit to prohibit balloon releases, which is really smart and the right thing to do. It's only halfway done, but it cleared the House by a huge margin, like 84-7. I'm really proud of them.
Now, Louisiana has a ridiculous amount of wetlands and rivers and bayous and streams and lakes and water all over the state and reservoirs. So, no, essentially you are throwing trash. It's look, we're letting the trash float away in the sky. There's no other way to think about it. People that are like, boy, you're taking away this tradition where we enjoy polluting and throwing trash in the sky, or it's such a small amount of balloons. I mean, we've seen these, records, 1,000 balloons, 10,000 balloons. It's a waste of everything. Helium, the balloon, trash. It's a waste of time. Move on to something better. I mean, it's ridiculous. People get fixated on this stuff, and then it's like a loony liberal green thing. Now you want to take away the balloons. It's like the balloons should have never been there in the first place. Just think about it for a second. So, yeah, too much wildlife affected. Plus, like I said, you're just floating litter in the air. It's like the guy in the pickup truck that throws the crap in the back and then gets home and is mysteriously surprised that the trash isn't there anymore. Did the trash fairy come and scoop it out of his truck, or did it just blow out because he was doing 40 down the road? Anyway, humanela.org. Don't get me started, Jeff.
No, you were on a roll. I'm always impressed. I mean, you wind you up and you go.
Humanela.org. Please donate. Let's do it again next week, Jeff.
I'm in.
HumaneLA.org is the website. Please go to it right now. Blue Boy's begging you. He's begging. He wants a treat, and he wants you to go to HumaneLA.org and donate. And donate generously. 5 o'clock powwow next.
Blue Boy, you're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson on TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube, on radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
It's 5 p.m.
Yes, it is.
Ford F-150, #1 seller in America. What about in the USA? Let's see. What about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamar team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal. Everybody having a great experience at Lamar Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good. And we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Have you been to the new Tracy's on Magazine? There's no better sports bar restaurant in the entire city. Tracy's is inside of a 100-year-old building with literally dozens and dozens of flat-screen TVs, including a 120-inch monster. Tracy's has everything you're looking for in a sports bar, including arguably the best roast beef po' boy in town. When it's time to check out your favorite teams, make it Tracy's on Magazine at Pleasant, in between Washington and Louisiana. Legendary Tracy's in the Garden District.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. My Sittu, that's Arabic for grandmother, used to make the best football kibbe. You can experience kibbe just like my grandmother used to make, and so many other Middle Eastern favorites on the streetcar line, Lebanon's Cafe.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again, ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
It's time to relax. The Woodhouse Day Spa, Metro New Orleans' premier day spa experience, now with 5 area locations. For a day of relaxation or maybe just a quick 1-hour getaway, the Metro area's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa. And now 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and our newest location in Mandeville. The Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
Does Helm Paint have the best paint on the planet? Helm, yeah. We only sell Benjamin Moore, the world's finest paint. Because paint ain't paint. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com. Corey Johnson back at you. Ready to do this thing? 5 o'clock powwow coming your way on a Thursday afternoon in it is indeed New Orleans. Thank you, Mr. Drew Brees. It's a hot one out there, too. I mean, it's a scorcher right now. And we're just getting started with summer. We're on the brink of it. 85 degrees, feels like 92. It's hot outside. Next week, middle of the week, actual temperatures are expected to exceed 90 degrees already. So, yeah, like today's 85 feels like 92. Next week, it'll be 90, feels like 97. And in a few weeks, we'll get some feels like north of 100, I'm sure. Get ready for it. Stay hydrated. Here it comes. 6 months of summer. We get 6 months of summer and 6 months of our non-summer season. And the non-summer season's winding down and summer is cranking up. Rain in the forecast tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if it's going to rain all weekend. Who knows? Our Humane May fundraiser going on. I got plans this weekend. I'm not canceling them until it gets rained out. Our Humane May fundraiser is going on right now, trying to raise money, $10,000 for the Humane Society of Louisiana. Let's help dogs and cats, kittens and puppies, goats, horses. HumaneLA.org is the website where you can donate right now. HumaneLA.org. Mother's Day this Sunday. I'm going to tighten you up. I've got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates to give away. Dean from New Orleans, Dean Martin from New Orleans, he just picked up 50 big bucks. I think his answer is incorrect, but I like the way he was thinking. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams, 30. Which baseball team, is it a Major League team? Did I say Major League? I don't think I did in the question. Which baseball team home attendance on average would be 29th in America, the 29th average attendance for home games, 29th. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams. Which baseball team is 29th in attendance on average? 766-9480. If you have the answer, I've got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. In New Orleans proper, New Orleans, 4 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans. 4. Name the 4 countries whose flags have flown over New Orleans. Give me the answer to that. I got 50 big bucks for you at the Woodhouse, 766-9480. 6 flags have flown over the North Shore. Name the countries whose 6 flags flew over the North Shore. I'm not kidding you. 4 in New Orleans proper, right across the lake in Mandeville, Covington. 2 more countries controlled that area. Give me the answer. 50 big bucks to the Woodhouse can be yours. 766-9480. 766-9480. Speaking of the North Shore, that's Trey Yen country. So good. It's not Chinese food, it's Chinese cuisine. And it's one of the best seafood restaurants in the metro area. The Wong brothers embrace our seafood bounty. Soft shell crabs, crawfish, speckled trout, flounder. Trey Yen in Mandeville, so good. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. An American Pope, the new pontiff. First time in history, a Pope from the United States. Chicago, it's Cardinal Robert Prevost, the 266th Pope. He'll go by Pope Leo the 14th. No, a very happy day for the Catholic community around the world. 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide. New Orleans might have the largest Catholic community in the United States per capita. Size of our city, percentage of the population, we might be number 1. We're right up there. It's like a third of our population. We're right up there with like New York and Philly, Boston, Chicago, Pittsburgh. We're right there with the big boys. percentage of the population, about 1 in 3 New Orleanians Catholic. Now, the Archdiocese says there's about 1.2 million in the metro, which they're right on that. They claim over 500,000 baptized Roman Catholics in Metro New Orleans, 505,000. They might be right. They might be right. I mean, the Latino population has exploded in New Orleans the last 20, 30 years. The Latino population accounts for about 6% of New Orleans population. Like 1 out of every 17, 18 New Orleanians is a Latino. And most Latinos are Roman Catholic. So that's another spike in Catholic faith in New Orleans. 766-9480. Here's an interesting one. Good job, Times Picayune, getting on this so quickly. Pope Leo's mother, the Pope of the entire Catholic community, Pope Leo from Chicago, his mother, her parents, both from New Orleans and the 7th Ward. So Pope Leo's grandmother and grandfather on his mother's side from New Orleans and the 7th Ward were already connected to this Pope beyond our Catholic faith. This Pope has direct descendants connected to New Orleans. The Pope's grandmother and grandfather on his mother's side are 7th Ward New Orleanians. Unbelievable. Prevost, but they were actually Martinez. They were Martinez. That was the mother's side. 7th Warders. Amazing. The sacred homestead exemption, House Bill 271, it got out of committee today. It's headed to the House floor, 9-5 vote. Getting rid of the homestead exemption? No shot. These are Louisiana politicians. It would be the right thing to do, in my opinion, and I know it's very unpopular. Not only am I against the homestead exemption, I think our houses should be assessed by the actual value. And then guess what? We pay more taxes on that, which sucks. But then the income tax goes away, and that's good. Not only for us, but attracting people to our state, like Texas, Tennessee, Florida, the success they've had with eliminating the income tax. I think in Florida, you pay like 0.9, maybe 1% of your home's value in taxes annually. In Texas, it's like 1.5%, 1.6%, 1.7% annually of your home's value in taxes. No, I mean, that could be tens of thousands of dollars for some of these folks in Texas annually. And then there's no income tax. And not only does that even the thing out for us tax-wise, it lures folks to the state. Hey, the New York Times says former Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards has met with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer about a potential run for U.S. Senate, Bill Cassidy's seat. No, John Bel Edwards there's not a lot of Democrats in Louisiana that are viable. There aren't a lot of Democrats in Louisiana that are viable. John Bel Edwards is one of them. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams. Which baseball team in America is 29th in average home attendance? 766-9480. 4 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans. Name those 4 countries. 766-9480. 6 countries' flags, 2 more than New Orleans, have flown over New Orleans North Shore, Covington, Mandeville. Name those 6 countries. Got the answer to any of those 3 questions? I've got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spas, just in time too, guys. This Sunday, 72 hours away, Mother's Day. I know a lot of you just swallowed hard. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Sunday is Mother's Day. Corey just said it on his show. Wasn't even thinking about that. Forgot about that. Don't sweat it. What am I going to get her? Is she going to like it? You get her a day of relaxation at the city's premier day spa, the Woodhouse, and she's going to love it. It's what she wants. WoodhouseSpas.com. You can even print your own gift cards, any denomination online. WoodhouseSpas.com. I highly recommend going to one of the 5 locations, 2 on the South Shore, 2 on the North Shore, Baton Rouge. That lobby foyer area, get her a little bag of goodies like bath salts, moisturizer, candles, all that kind of stuff. Mother's Day Sunday, Woodhouse Day Spa, exactly what she wants. The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots. Total maintenance keeps you cool. TM-AC.com, your cool spots.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Young's Dry Cleaning with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. Have you been to the new Tracy's on Magazine? There's no better sports bar restaurant in the entire city. Tracy's is inside of a 100-year-old building with literally dozens and dozens of flat-screen TVs, including a 120-inch monster. Tracy's has everything you're looking for in a sports bar, including arguably the best roast beef po' boy in town. When it's time to check out your favorite teams, make it Tracy's on Magazine at Pleasant, in between Washington and Louisiana. Legendary Tracy's in the Garden District.
Some people think paint is paint. Well, it ain't. Paint ain't paint. At Helm Paint, we only sell Benjamin Moore because it's the best paint on the planet. In the end, you'll save time, effort, and money because Benjamin Moore paints cover beautifully in less coats. So the next time you pick up a brush, remember, big box, big mistake. Because paint ain't paint. To get the best, you gotta go to Helm. Let us steer you right.
Helm Paint.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
The Woodhouse Day Spa with 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. WoodhouseSpas.com.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamar Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We're doing all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
Oh, boy. I better not mention this loyal listener's name. I was about to. because he just emailed me, Corey at Corey Talks, Miss Peaches. It's a blue Woodhouse Day Spa bag on the seat of his car. That's it. That's what it does say one thing. Let me see what it says. Went today. And it's just a blue Woodhouse Day Spa bag. But I was about to mention his name. He might be in the car with the wife, or the wife could be in her car listening. This guy's he's loyal listener to the program like every day. Emails in, that kind of stuff. And I'm sure he's turned his wife onto the program. She may like it or not, but I'm about to spit out his name and blow it. Oh, great. I know what I'm getting. So anyway, I'm going to keep quiet on who it is, the loyal listener. But I like the photo on the seat of the car, the blue Woodhouse Day Spa bag, and I see some tissue paper sticking out the top. So this guy probably got candles, bath salt, moisturizer, and then the gift card for the day of relaxation. Because this guy's smart. Grand slam home run. Take care of your mother on Sunday for Mother's Day, for crying out loud. Got to take care of her. Solution's easy. Woodhouse Day Spa, 5 locations. I've got some gift cards to give away just in time for Sunday's Mother's Day. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams. Which baseball team in America is 29th in average home attendance? Which baseball team? All right, it isn't a major league team, for crying out loud. This non-major league team outdraws 2 major league programs. Usually it's every year. It's usually every year. 766-9480. Wouldn't it be so obscure that you'd have to come up with the 29th average attendance baseball team? I'd never ask a question like that. 766-9480. 4 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans. Name those 4 countries. You got the answer? I got $50 for you at the Woodhouse. 6 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans North Shore. A lot of North Shore folks like flying the flag of one of those countries to this day. I think that country's entire existence was like 30 days or something. 30 days. 766-9480. 766-9480. Corey Johnson with you on a Thursday. The New York Times says former Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards has met with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer about a potential run for Bill Cassidy's Senate seat. The sacred homestead exemption, it could go from $75,000 to $125,000. House Bill 271 cleared committee today by a 9-5 vote, headed to House floor. The House passes it. It goes to the Senate. They pass it. The governor can sign it or veto it. If the governor signs it, it goes to the voters. It's part of the Constitution, so only we can ultimately change the law or not. So the House could pass it. The Senate could pass it. The governor could sign it. It goes to the voters, and then we vote it down. But I doubt we'd vote it down. It's lowering taxes. Although I'm against it. I'm against the homestead exemption. This is just tomfoolery, nonsense crap. Someone 50, 60 years ago, probably some politician, toss a bone to the voters to get reelected. Homestead exemption. Doesn't make any sense. Subtract $75,000 off your home value and only pay taxes on that amount. It's just silly. It's stupid. You get rid of that, we could get rid of our income tax. So that would balance things out. Like we'd all be paying the same amount of taxes roughly every year. But today's system doesn't lure people to the state. No income tax. Ask Texas, Florida, and Tennessee if it's worked for them. Luring people, luring outside businesses to those states. So for us, the average citizen, it's probably a zero-sum game. We would pay more as homeowners, and we would have no income tax. For people that don't own a home, they would pay less taxes entirely. They pay no income tax, and they wouldn't even have to pay homeowners taxes because they don't own a home. Big ticket items like home, car, things like that should be taxed. And then you get rid of the income tax. Zero-sum game for us, but makes us more of an attractive state. We'll see where it's going. This is going backwards as far as how do we pay for getting rid of the income tax. We raised the sales tax. We have one of the highest sales taxes in the country. And we lowered our income tax to 3%. But to eliminate it to zero, like Texas, Tennessee, Florida, what maybe Mississippi will do in about a decade. They've got legislation that maybe in about a decade, if things go well, there'd be a zero income tax in Mississippi. But their income tax right now is higher than ours, and it won't get to our rate of 3% for at least 5 years. But then it could keep going down to zero after that. We're at 3%. There'd have to be additional legislation. I guess if John Bel Edwards was reelected, he would probably go for a zero income tax. But you have to raise taxes somewhere else to make up for it. Sales tax is already maxed out. It would probably be like people on buying cars, and especially homeowners would pay a higher tax. Hell, if you kept the homestead exemption and people just paid a true assessed value of their home in taxes, that would probably solve like the 3% elimination of income tax. No, it's a double whammy, which everybody loves. Home assessed at a super low value, a value you'd never sell your home for, but that's what you're paying taxes on. And then you're getting a homestead exemption to boot. I'd rather have no income tax and pay the proper amount of taxes on my home. And I'm a homeowner. I don't want to pay more taxes. But if it's a zero-sum game and it lures in outside business and people, I'm for it. We need help there. Hey, Sunday's Mother's Day. I've got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates available. 4 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans. Name those 4 countries. 766-9480. 6 countries' flags have flown over New Orleans North Shore, St. Tammany. 766-9480. 766-9480. 30 Major League Baseball teams in America. There's another baseball team in America that outdraws at least 2 Major League Baseball teams, Tampa Bay and Las Vegas, the Athletics. Usually this team outdraws Miami, the Marlins as well. Right now, the Marlins are averaging about maybe 12 to 1,500 more than this team. That would be 29th in overall baseball attendance in the United States of America, ahead of 2 Major League Baseball teams. Name this baseball team. 766-9480. That's just too easy. 766-9480. 6 flags, 6 different countries' flags have flown on the North Shore. I'll give you a hint on one of those, the hardest of the 6 countries, I would think. The Bonnie Blue flag. The Bonnie Blue. You often see it flying around the St. Tammany right now. It's Mandeville, Covington, the Bonnie Blue flag. It's a blue flag with a white star in the middle. Now you're like, oh, yeah, I do see that star. I mean, that flag. It's the Bonnie Blue. That's what it's called. Yep. Represents a country, a short-lived country on New Orleans North Shore. I think it might have existed for like 30 days. 30 days, I believe. Hey, television audience, you folks watching on Cox Channel 4, you folks watching on Spectrum Channel 333. If you have a smart TV, go to YouTube, The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson on YouTube. We roll till 6 o'clock. If you're checking us out on the radio, oh so fine, 93.9 FM. We roll till 6 o'clock. But on Cox Channel 4, Spectrum Channel 333, 4 to 5:30. We roll till 5:30, and in about 10 seconds, it'll be 5:30, and that means bye-bye on regular TV. See you mañana. Or keep watching on YouTube, The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson. Gosh, getting hot out there. I looked at next week's forecast. We got a couple of days where we're 90 plus. Yeah, I was like, 90 already? Yep. Hell, it's 85 right now. Feels like 92. It's a scorcher out there. It's a little mini scorcher. Want to sweat? Want to perspire? Go outside. That's all you need to do. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Wade joins us in Henderson, Louisiana. Where's Henderson, Wade? Right outside Lafayette?
That's correct. About 10 miles east of Lafayette.
Bayou Teche rolls through Henderson?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Does Bayou Teche roll through Henderson?
Through Bro Bridge, which is about 4 miles west of us. So
Yeah.
real close.
Yep, New Iberia, Abbeville. That's a nice part of the state, man. A lot of culture there, Wade.
Cajun country, yeah, correct.
Yep. What's happening, man? What's on your mind, Wade?
I was listening, and so the answer to your question was LSU. I was guessing.
LSU is correct.
Yeah,
you're right.
Ding, ding, ding.
LSU draws nearly 11,000 a game on average. 10,700. Better than the Tampa Bay Rays, better than the Las Vegas Athletics, usually better than the Miami Marlins, too. So LSU outdraws Major League Baseball teams.
That'll be LSU then.
Yep. Isn't that unbelievable, Wade? Isn't that crazy?
Yes, I know. That is. I would have never thought that, Corey.
No, just talk about fanatics. I'll tell you something interesting, Wade. When the Ice Gators were in Lafayette, for a few seasons, they outdrew a few NHL teams in average attendance. You guys were putting like 10, 12,000 a game in there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's correct. It was really, really good in the days. Yes, sir.
For about 2 or 3 years, the Ice Gators in Lafayette were
Why wear the
super
same
hot.
old
Wade,
glasses
hang
that everyone
on.
else
Coming
is
right
wearing?
back.
Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
There's a Middle Eastern restaurant that's less than 5 minutes from where Causeway and River Road meet, Lebanon's Cafe. Convenient to Old Metairie and Old Jefferson. Carrollton at Jeanette on the streetcar line, Lebanon's Cafe.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Does Helm Paint have the best paint on the planet? Helm, yeah. We only sell Benjamin Moore, the world's finest paint. Because paint ain't paint. Let us steer you right.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen. The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com. Have you been to the new Tracy's on Magazine? There's no better sports bar restaurant in the entire city. Tracy's is inside of a 100-year-old building with literally dozens and dozens of flat-screen TVs, including a 120-inch monster. Tracy's has everything you're looking for in a sports bar, including arguably the best roast beef po' boy in town. When it's time to check out your favorite teams, make it Tracy's on Magazine at Pleasant, in between Washington and Louisiana. Legendary Tracy's in the Garden District.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. WoodhouseSpas.com.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love, more. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamar Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
Yeah, you're right. Corey Johnson back at you on a Thursday afternoon. The weekend's almost here. Some New Orleanians think of Thursday night as sort of part of the weekend. It's like the kickoff. Some New Orleanians Sunday night, man. I'm tooling around. It'll be like 8, 9, 10 at night, coming back from friend house, dinner, something, my mom's, whatever. And there'll be folks out of a bar just spilling out on the street, barbecue going. I'm like, it's 9:30 on a Sunday, man. I don't know. Some folks have that gene. They can just party all night and be at work at 9 a.m. and look better than most people. It's crazy. Some folks can go. Like Donald Trump or not, the president of the United States. You have to admit, if you like him or not, I mean, you like him, you're going to admit it. But if you don't like him, the guy is the Energizer Bunny. He's nonstop. And Big Macs and stuff fuel it, or at least used to. He just keeps rolling. The guy requires like 3 to 5 hours of sleep and then just goes for 18, 20 hours every day and covets it, loves it, likes being in the spotlight, likes go. And you can go, Corey plays a lot of golf. Maybe so, but 4 hours out in the sun on the golf course, almost 80 years old, the guy keeps going. No problem. 766-9480. An American Pope. Wow. The new pontiff. First time in history. A Pope from the United States. Incredible. Cardinal Robert Prevost from Chicago. The 266th Pope. He'll go as Pope Leo the 14th. Pope Leo the 14th. You want to know what's great about this Pope, besides he's from Chicago, he's first United States Pope? He's got New Orleans ties. His mother's parents, this Pope's grandmother and grandfather on his mother's side are Creole New Orleanians, right off Claiborne Avenue. Circle Grocery, Claiborne and St. Bernard. This Pope's grandparents on his mother's side, Creoles from St. Bernard. As a matter of fact, according to the New Orleans Historic Collection, Jari Honora did a great job researching this so quickly. The Pope's grandparents on his mother's side, seventh warders born in New Orleans, were married at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart on Annette Street. Then around about 110, 115 years ago, they left New Orleans, 1910, 1911, 1912-ish, and moved to Chicago. And that's where the Pope's mother was born. And that's why the Pope's from Chicago. But the Pope's grandmother and grandfather, Pope Leo the 14th, the new Pope, an American Pope, his mother's parents are Creoles from the 7th Ward of New Orleans. That's incredible. We have a natural connection to the Pope in New Orleans because a third of the population's Catholic. One of the largest Catholic populations per capita in the United States. So, rich Catholic community, historic, got the first Pope from the United States, automatic connection. The fact that the Pope's mom's parents are from New Orleans and they're Creole, is 7th Ward, is incredible. Creole blood flowing through Pope Leo the 14th. Got a little New Orleans and Louisiana in that Pope, in his blood, literally, in his DNA. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. No, a really happy day for the Catholic community worldwide, which is 1.4 billion. But places like New Orleans or Boston, Philly, Pittsburgh, New York, Chicago, huge Catholic population, percentage of the population. We're all about a third, north of 30%. So no, a happy day for all those Catholic communities. The Archdiocese says in Metro New Orleans, over 500,000 baptized Roman Catholics. 505,000, over 500,000. 766-9480, the phone number. Wade over in Henderson outside Lafayette scooped up a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate. Wade, you're going to have to cruise from Henderson to Baton Rouge by the Mall of Louisiana, where you can cash in that Woodhouse Day Spa. Tighten up the wife. Make a day trip in. Maybe you go, I don't know, if you play golf, you can go hit some golf balls at Top Golf. You can go to the Mall of Louisiana, knock out a little shopping or something while your wife takes care of a little day spa at the Woodhouse in Baton Rouge, right off Bluebonnet by the Mall of Louisiana. Wade and Henderson scooping up one because he got the baseball question. 30 Major League Baseball teams. Which baseball team in America is 29th in overall home attendance on average? And I said baseball team, not major league team, because it's not a major league team. It's LSU. There are 30 Major League Baseball teams. LSU outdraws the Las Vegas Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, one might say, Corey, the Athletics are playing in Sacramento at a minor league field, and Tampa's playing in Florida at the Yankees minor league spring training stadium. That's true. But LSU normally outdraws Tampa when they were in the, Suncoast Dome, whatever the hell that thing's called. And they usually outdraw the Miami Marlins. I mean, Miami's got like 5-6 million in the metro. Huge Latino population. They draw like 8, 10, 12,000 a game on average. Right now, they're averaging about 1,500 or so more than LSU is averaging. Right now, the Marlins, 1,500, that's it. So LSU almost 28th, almost ahead of 3 major league teams. Usually it is the Florida teams, Miami and Tampa. The Athletics in Oakland would always draw decent numbers, even in Oakland, in that old dump. Now they're in Las Vegas. Well, not officially. They're in Sacramento at a minor league park. They're drawing under 10,000 a game. Tampa's drawing under 10,000 a game. LSU drawing nearly 11,000 a game. And Miami's just at like 12 something. So pretty amazing that LSU baseball in Baton Rouge, average home attendance, does better than 2 major league baseball teams and every minor league baseball team in the country. AAA, AA, single A, they outdraw every minor league baseball team in America, and they outdraw 2 major league teams, which is amazing. LSU baseball, unbelievable. I still have 2 other trivia questions out there. 2 $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates available. 4 countries' flags have flown over the city of New Orleans. Name those countries, 4 of them. On New Orleans' North Shore, 6 countries' flags. Yes, 6, 2 more than New Orleans, including the Bonnie Blue flag, have flown over St. Tammany. Name those 6 countries. 766-9480. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. The Republic of West Florida. What are you talking about, Corey? 766-9480. The Bonnie Blue flag, that blue flag with the white star in the middle, is flown all over St. Tammany. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Mother's Day this Sunday. Take care of mom. Woodhouse Day Spa gift card. That's what she wants. A day of relaxation at the Woodhouse. Take care of mom. The New York Times says former Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards is considering running for U.S. Senate, Bill Cassidy's seat. He met with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to discuss that potential run. John Bel Edwards is viable. I'm not saying he's going to win that seat, but he might. He won not one, but 2 terms as governor. Like him or not, it's like I'm talking about Donald Trump. Like him or not, like John Bel Edwards or not, he won 2 terms in a red state. And he is whatever a rhino would be on the Democrat side, that's him. A blue dog Democrat, kind of the flip side of a rhino, like a right-leaning Democrat, more of a moderate Democrat. He's pro-guns. He's anti-abortion. No, John Bel Edwards could win. He will get some Republican votes. Not everybody is a fanatic that's a Democrat or a Republican. Not everybody. I would almost say probably the majority, like north of 50% of registered Democrats, north of 50% of registered Republicans have voted for the other party. But I definitely think there's a hardcore group, 25, 30% of liberals and conservatives that will never vote the other way. I've had conversations with liberal friends and conservative friends that think the other side doesn't have like the same morals, ethics, integrity, honor. I'm just like, what does politics have to do with any of that? But a lot of hyper left loonies think that the conservatives don't have those things, and the wacky right thinks the liberals don't have those things. And I'm like, it's politics. What's that got to do with morals, ethics, integrity, and the like? 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Hey, knock out that paint project in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, Helm Paint and Decorating. If it's raining, that's when you go to one of the locations and pick your colors, get your paints, all the supplies you need. And that's, if it's indoor project, doesn't matter if it's raining or not. But yeah, you're outdoor, you got to wait till the rain stops, obviously. When you got to paint in Metro New Orleans and Metro Baton Rouge, you go to Helm, because paint ain't paint. Benjamin Moore, Lifetime Paint. Never have to paint again. Paint ain't paint. Don't go to the big box store. Don't go to the national chain. In New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, Helm Paint and Decorating. A no-brainer.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com.
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
Some people think paint is paint. Well, it ain't. Paint ain't paint. At Helm Paint, we only sell Benjamin Moore because it's the best paint on the planet. In the end, you'll save time, effort, and money because Benjamin Moore paints cover beautifully in less coats. So the next time you pick up a brush, remember, big box, big mistake. Because paint ain't paint. To get the best, you gotta go to Helm. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. WoodhouseSpas.com.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again, ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
Have you been to the new Tracy's on Magazine? There's no better sports bar restaurant in the entire city. Tracy's is inside of a 100-year-old building with literally dozens and dozens of flat-screen TVs, including a 120-inch monster. Tracy's has everything you're looking for in a sports bar, including arguably the best roast beef po' boy in town. When it's time to check out your favorite teams, make it Tracy's on Magazine at Pleasant, in between Washington and Louisiana. Legendary Tracy's in the Garden District.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen. Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson with you. Kind of a pseudo scorcher out there. I hate to say it. 2 things I hate to say. One, it's 85, feels like 92. It's hot outside. And worse, I looked ahead to next week. By the middle of the week, we're expected to hit the 90s. A few days in a row, 90 plus degrees. So summer is here. About 5 or 6 months. We'll be good again in October, basically. Lots of agua. Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. Rain expected tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Who knows? I'm not canceling my plans Sunday morning outside. You shouldn't either. But you might get rained out. Who knows? But I don't think it's going to rain all 3 days, and I don't think it's going to rain all day, all 3 days either. So come on, it's New Orleans. We get rain all the time. It could be for an hour, and then the rest of the day is beautiful. Look at yesterday. Yesterday was insane. That was some of the craziest rain event in the morning, yesterday morning, like 8, 9 a.m., 8:30. Crazy weather, like sideways rain, 40, 50, 60 mile an hour winds, knocking out power, knocking down trees, all kind of crazy stuff, like tropical storm-like. Almost like gusts that would be like hurricane level. It was crazy yesterday morning. And then after about 45 minutes, 30 minutes of that, rain tapered down a little. By noon, it was just overcast. You knew it wasn't going to rain anymore, and it was very bright. And then by the afternoon, the blue sky, and 5, 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon was gorgeous. And then a cool breeze, too, like the rain brought in like a, kind of a little weak coolish front. So anyway, yeah, that kind of thing could happen over the next 3 days. And none of it's predicted like that harsh and severe that we saw yesterday morning. So I don't think you have to worry about that, but just that rain's predicted tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Tomorrow, it looks like it's going to start in the morning and go all day. We'll see. We'll see. It's a prediction. It's the meteorologists. Hey, our Humane May fundraiser is going on right now. Please donate. HumaneLA.org is how you donate. We're trying to save cats and dogs and kittens and puppies and horses and goats. HumaneLA.org. Mother's Day this Sunday, guys. Don't blow it. Go to the Woodhouse Day Spa. Take care of her. An American Pope, the new pontiff. Yep, they did it in Rome, Vatican City, elected the first time in history a pope from the United States, Chicago Cardinal Robert Prevost, the 266th pope, Pope Leo the 14th, and he's got New Orleans blood flowing through his veins. His mother's parents, his grandparents on his mother's side, a couple of Creoles born and raised in New Orleans, married in New Orleans. Around 1910, 1911, 1912, they moved to Chicago. The Historic Society of New Orleans did some great research on it. Some facts they came up with: married at Sacred Heart Church on Annette Street. Their house that they lived in about 50 years after they left New Orleans, just their house. The article's vague. Either the house was relocated or torn down because of the Claiborne Interstate construction that was in the late 60s, 68, 69, something like that. But boy, you find out where that family lived, the Martinez family, these Creoles, the couple married at Our Lady of Sacred Heart on Annette Street, their daughter, the Pope's mother. You find out where this family lived. And you put up a marker. Are you kidding me? One of those brown historic markers. I mean, New Orleans already has a huge Catholic community, one of the biggest in the United States per capita. To have Creole blood, literally DNA from New Orleans flowing through Pope Leo's veins right now is pretty special for Catholics in New Orleans. Very exciting. Very exciting. It really is. I mean, for Catholics having a pope for the first time in history, 265 popes before this, none of them from the United States. Let's just say the last few dozen, none of them from the United States. Wasn't the last pope like the first from the Western Hemisphere? So to get a pope from the United States is just incredible. Pope Leo from Chicago. It's just kind of hard to believe. Leading 1.5 billion Catholics, 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide. No, and having the New Orleans connection just makes it that much more special for Roman Catholics in the Crescent City. Pretty cool. Hey, every day this program on radio, television, on YouTube, brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex, home of Lamarck Ford and Lamarck Lincoln in Kennebra, and Lamarck Crescent City Ford, your commercial truck, van, SUV dealer on Jefferson Highway in Elmwood. Every day, this program brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex and Lamarck Crescent City Ford. The sacred homestead exemption, a bill in Baton Rouge will increase the homestead exemption from $75,000 to $125,000, saving homeowners more taxes. More taxes. I think a lot of folks are going to like that, the clear majority of folks. I'm a homeowner. I'm the exact opposite. I think the homestead exemption is a joke. I think it is like Louisiana politics at its worst. Some politician, half century ago or something was like, man, to get reelected, I'm going to throw this out there, toss a bone to the homeowners of the state, of the parish, of the city, wherever it started. And then it spread like wildfire throughout the state. It's part of our Constitution now. It's just silly. $75,000 home exemption, homestead exemption. Just, I don't get it. And now it'll be increased to $125,000. And at least in New Orleans and Jefferson, our houses are underassessed. So I'd like to eliminate all that, get the houses properly assessed, and eliminate our income tax. What's that, Blue Boy? Never going to happen. The homestead exemption's never going away, and it'll probably be increased. You're right, Blue Boy. That's the route. They'll have to figure out another way to get rid of the income tax. Hey, see you tomorrow. Fantasy Friday, 3 o'clock.
Corey Johnson on TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube, on radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
It's 6 p.m.